I'm gonna try to do this thing that's been happening in my head for most of the morning. Good morning, by the way, Cyber. I hope you find your pot. Why do I? Never mind. It's fine. Oh, it's got the same chords as Melancholy the Trash Man. Oh, close. What happened to your hair in that one pic? Oh, I washed it. I mean, I just washed it. I had to take it down and wash it, and then it looked like that. Okay. Good morning, Taylor Nicole. Good morning. Christmas Eve. Wow, how about it? Maybe. I agree. Mr. think I found the looping point. I think I found the looping point. That took a while, but I did it. Hello, Gray Feather. Welcome back. Hope you've had a good Wednesday. I hope you're having a good Christmas Eve today. You know, there's been a few dope placements of holidays this year. I can't remember what the last one was. Actually, maybe it was my birthday. Now that I'm thinking about it, but like, you know, when you're waiting for your birthday to roll over to a Friday, so it can be like a dope birthday, or maybe you're waiting for Christmas to roll over to a Friday or a Saturday, so it can be like dope. I feel like having Christmas on a Friday and like New Year's on a Friday is like, this is what we all want. This is what we all wait for, and it's happening on this year of all years. Whack. Anyways, hope everybody's having a good Thursday so far. It's been pretty gloomy the past couple of days. Even yesterday, I was expecting the sun to hit its like apex point and kind of melt away all the clouds, but it stayed cloudy all day in LA yesterday, so that's something. I'm probably going to spend all day inside working today, which with this current weather is probably going to put me in a weird mood, but whatever. Good morning, Joey. You ever write something? You ever make a song, and it just it doesn't seem to have a resting point. And I don't mean a resting point as in like an end or a resolution. I mean a resting point as in like a founding pattern. When I was making when I started making Winter Heart, you know what? The song could have started right there, right? It could have started at that note. That felt like a long enough intro. The song could have started there, but it didn't. I delayed it more, so it goes. I delay it even more. So it ends up going. False start. Also false start. And then it could start here, but it doesn't. A completely different section. And then the song starts. So when I'm making this newer one, or pretty much any song, some of my songs do just kind of go right into the song. Double Lutz is a really good example of this. The first note of Double Lutz is the first note of the lead melody, which is that note. If you notice, the melody comes in before the chords even do. And so some of my songs can, kind of get to the business really quickly, and that's intentional. For Winter Heart, I was trying to make a really long intro. For this newer song, though, the the song to start here. But I don't necessarily like that chord because that feels like such an ending chord. It feels like a nice, resolving, nice resolving end to this entire song. So it would, and the same way that for Winter Heart we have this section here. So see how we kind of keep it going? And this is in the beginning, In the very end, we do that same thing, only we resolve it. So instead of going... we go like this. And we end the song right there. So when I'm doing this progression over here, that feels like a really good place to end the song on. But if I'm actually using this motif for the intro, I would like to take it somewhere different. Start it over again. want to start there, but I like where that's gotten us so far. Subversive music. Oh, good morning, Leon. Too much though. Too much. It's too much. I'm glad you had a day off, Leon. Okay. I think I found it. And then I'm like, ooh, yeah, I think that's it. Sometimes it helps playing with a more sustained. Sometimes playing with a more sustained sound helps. Help me find the right chords. I could do with some rain. And enjoy the turkey braining. I've never done that before. What a process. Hello. Never really brined anything. Okay, I'm gonna start it higher. Actually. So, yeah. sure it'll start to take shape at some point. Kind of like that song did. It's wrong. There it is. Those two chords are actually very, very difficult for me. I think that I'm going to get to the point, like after having played this song for, I don't know, 100 times, I'm probably going to get to the point where I'll be able to get through that. I'll be able to get through that very, very naturally. But this bit. I think anytime I'm having to play pretty complex like divisions between my two hands. I mean, I think this is a problem that everybody kind of struggles with on piano. But the separation, right? Like if you're playing the same chord with both hands, it's very easy to just kind of have them kind of follow each other, you know. But for example, in the arp, in the arp in this song, in that song, this, those are the same chords, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's pretty easy because the right hand is just mimicking exactly what the left hand does. Then here, then it's a little bit different because the chords are actually, I don't know how clear it is for you guys to tell the difference, but there is a difference between these two chords. And this one. This one. They're no longer an octave of each other. So for this point, for this arp, my brain can kind of like go on autopilot because the right hand is just following the left. Then when I get to this part, I have to start thinking a little bit more because now my left hand and my right hand have separated slightly. And here they have even more. So they do it again there. Now they're coming together. But then here, see how different those two chords are? And so anytime I'm having to go on the attack for specific chords and I'm hitting them with both hands and the hands aren't necessarily in unison, it always is. You have to like kind of almost split your brain into two different parts, two different hands basically, where like you're telling your left hand to do this thing in tandem with the right thing, but they're not exactly hitting the same shapes. Because it doesn't really matter the notes themselves, right, and what the sound is. What really matters is your hand shape. Because when you're playing piano, the way your hand is going to make sense of that is just by a number of shapes. And so, you know, this is a shape, this is a shape, this is a shape, and like it's going to get you different chords when you put those shapes down. Making the same shape with your left hand and your right hand is already a little bit of a mirror trick because your hands are not the same. You know, they're mirror images of each other for the most part. You know, so you've got your this hand, for example, going from left to right starts with pinky, ends with thumb, and this one starts with thumb, ends with pinky. So if I'm going to be playing a chord that looks like this, already I'm not going to be able to use the same fingers and the same shape to hit that. But so for the same exact chord, my left hand looks like this and my right hand looks like that. They're not exactly the same. Also, even the fingers that are being used are different. So for my left hand, I'm using my pinky, middle finger, index, and thumb. And for my right hand, I'm using thumb, index, middle finger, and ring finger. My pinky never actually comes into play there. But it's the same chord. So, piano jutsu. Yeah, I mean, that's what it feels like. And so, the difficulty, I mean, that's something that you're going to learn over time while playing piano. You're going to naturally learn that hitting the same thing with your left hand and your right hand isn't going to have the same exact shape, but you will internalize what those shapes are and you'll match them up on your own. But and where it gets a little bit trickier is when they're no longer even hitting the same notes. For example, here, for this chord, if I want to just call it one big chord, this. Completely different chords. And I'm only doing it for that, to have that fall. To fall and rest down. And that nice, like, happy chord. So. I did it nice that time. Usually I mess up. What song am I playing? What is this? Oh yeah. And then when I look, I think there. That sounds wrong. No, that's not it. Maybe that is right actually. That's wrong. Yeah. Can I even hit that chord? Is that a thing I can hit? So. Ooh. I gotta find that chord. I gotta figure out what the heck that is. I hear it in my head. So So. I'm gonna give myself carpal tunnel playing this song. This song is so, particularly that part is like not fun, not fun to play. Okay, so I think I have the song completely figured out, or at least like 90% figured out. So from beginning to end, this is it. I think that's it. I think it probably does the entirety of the melody. I do want to take the second half up higher, so after doing the first like then up there. There we go. Let me take it back there, and now we expand the chords. I'm close. I'm really close. Thank you, Leon. I'm close, but I haven't figured it out. I think I pretty much figured it out. That's wild. That's actually pretty fast. I don't know how long because time flies, but I feel like that song's one of the newest, so, and it got developed pretty quickly. So I'm pleased. Dang it! What was that? Oh, what did I just do? What did I do? What did I do? Oh wow! Remember that. Don't forget that one. That was nice. Song always makes me feel really sleepy, like a serene, pleasant sleepy. of the song is always still a little bit like, being honest, it's kind of like double Lutz, how double Lutz used to be, where it's always a little bit of a pickle getting into it, because I don't have it down concrete enough to have as many rhythm changes as I typically have in the song. So in this bit, see, that sounds wrong to me. That sounds wrong. I guess it's right, I guess. See, so that's where it gets wonky. So. Second time. And then it should do that. So. So that's the way it should go. I'm supposed to extend the second half of it. I'm supposed to extend the second half of it. Oh, good morning, Mom. How you guys doing? So it would naturally it's supposed to resolve downwards. Naturally, it's supposed to resolve downwards. I said I would be done with this song by Christmas, and I feel like it's pretty much finished. So. Like 4/4 bit. See that bit right there? That one's harder. So you go. There we go. Instead of ending on here, ending it on there. So, The song has come such a long way, says Lindsay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a. It probably. Hmm. It probably. I feel is going to end up like. I talk about signals too. I talk about signals too a lot, and then I keep like canceling and uncanceling it. But if I'm ever gonna put out things like Liminality, like on its own, and songs like what's that other one? What's that? Oh, that's still Liminality. That's also Liminality. Oh, Clover Salad. Like if I'm ever gonna be putting out Clover Salad. Something I actually noticed about Clover Salad really recently is that it's impossible to play that. It's impossible to play that song outside of swing time. Sometimes, just to like mess up the rhythm or to mix up the rhythm to make the song a little bit fresh. For me, I will play the. I will go into the bridge section out of swing time. This part. So that part is played in swing. Played in swing time actually allows all the notes to fit. If I try to play it outside of swing time, usually what will happen is by the time I get to a certain point, it forces, the way the notes are delivered, forces me to play in the swing, and then I'll just remain in the swing after that part. So if I try like... See how those notes are already in swing? It almost feels unnatural. I think that's also still swing. Hold on. Dang it! It's too hard for me. Let me practice playing it outside of swing, and then I'll come back and do another stream and try to do that. That's really hard. also borrows a tiny bit of like arrangement sauce, arrangement spice from Bon Bon. That song. Have it. That dissension. Though that dissension is where I pulled from for the Clover Salad bit that goes. It's just the Bon Bon chord progression, just played in swing, but also broken up the chords. Burn that turkey, Cyber. Oh boy. This song is called Into Thin Air. $12 minimum, says Cyber, for the turkey brining process. That sure is a long time. Heaven help me. Oh, I didn't finish Into the Air. My bad, guys. Ah, screw it. sober. ruined it. He did it. He did it though. He did it. He ruined my smoothie. It tastes like pennies now. The whole thing tastes like pennies. It doesn't taste like fruit anymore. It just tastes like straight up pennies. So that sucks. I'll probably. I mean, I have a surplus of fruit. It's fine. It's fine. I tried to drink around the penny. But it's like it's infested the entire thing. Okay, guys, we made it. I mean, we have less than 30 minutes left. I haven't said basically anything. I've just done medley stuff. I hope everybody's had a good week so far. I hope you have good things planned for your Christmas. Holy crap! Sorry. Anyways, I hope you have good things planned for your Christmas time. It is Christmas Eve, which means if you want to eat garbage, you've got to be pretty picky about it. You know, they said that we were doing the 12 days, the 12 days of takeout thing in LA? Nobody planned for Christmas. Most restaurants, you know, are closed on Christmas. I think even Wiener Schnitzel is closed on Christmas. I want to talk about Wiener Schnitzel for a second. I went there the other night. I got the hot dog. They got it right this time. They gave me the right bun. Last time I went, they gave me the wrong bun. I was very upset, but I ate it anyway. And this time I went, and they gave me the right bun. All was well. All was well for a moment. But then, like, I don't know if they have two different lengths of weenie there, but if you get the normal hot dog bun, the weenie goes to the length of the hot dog bun, which by the way is very short. The hot dog bun itself is not very big, but the pretzel bun that they have there, which is notably longer than the normal hot dog bun, somehow if I order a hot dog with a pretzel bun, the hot dog comes out of the ends. I hate that. I don't know. I've talked about this in the stream, but a big hot dog pet peeve to me is when the hot dog extends beyond the bun. I hate that. I don't know why that's a thing. I don't know why people are into that. Same thing with hamburgers. I don't like it when the hamburger, like the diameter of the hamburger, extends past the diameter of the bun. I like for things, you know. Anyways, point is it extends beyond, and I don't know if I need to request a specific like inch length weenie when I get the pretzel bun, because I would almost like for there to be more, for the bun to extend past the meat, if that's the thing. I love my carbs. Anywho, there is no stream tomorrow, guys. Ugh, it tastes like pennies. Hold on. Tastes like pennies. Okay, yeah, there is no stream tomorrow. It's not going to be a production stream. 6 hours or 6 minutes. I won't be here. Please enjoy your Christmas. Be doing a Saturday stream instead. And honestly, as much as I'm a stickler for the rules, I guess, of keeping things orderly, maybe it won't be a production stream. I don't know. I'm saying maybe, which is, you know, it should be decided by now since today is Thursday, which will be the final stream before we start that stream. I haven't really decided it. I guess we'll just decide in the Discord what it ends up being, but it doesn't have to be a production stream. We can do a pizza party. We can like go watch a Christmas movie. We can do whatever, but the stream will be happening on Saturday instead of Friday, and that's final. I did not alter the chemical composition of your smoothie. Yeah, you didn't do it. My neighbor did it. I'm talking about my neighbor. I'm talking about my neighbor, Cypher. But yeah, Wiener Schnitzel is wild. It's a good place. It's a good time. It's a good time. It's a good place. It really got me. If you here's a fun piece of trivia. I don't know. The Wiener Schnitzel that I was at Cyber is the same Wiener Schnitzel from the music video Computers by Clown Core. it's a very small parking lot. I feel like Wiener Schnitzel never plans on being busy, but in quarantine they've been so busy that they don't have. Basically, for Wiener Schnitzel, there's enough space in the drive-through for 3 cars. There isn't even like a wraparound line where you can fit more than 3 cars in it. It's just not. I feel like it's not built for business, or at least for big business. And during quarantine, it's been just like slammed every time I go there, and it's starting to look like In-N-Out Burger. You know how in In-N-Out Burger the drive-through line always goes like it like snakes through the parking lot and then goes out onto the street. That's what Wiener Schnitzel's looking like now. Did you just get a hot dog? Yeah, I just got a hot dog and fries. I like that they put their fries in a big cup. Any place, any place, guys, that puts fries in a drink cup instead of having a proprietary fry containers. That's the place for me. I love it when places do that. It makes me feel good. So I went there and I got a large fry. Their large fry is as big as their large drink. It's just they take a large drink cup and then they fill it with fries. So great. Really, truly, the amount of potatoes that a human should consume. So is it just a West Coast thing? Asked Lindsay. Maybe, right? Because when I've been on the East Coast, I haven't seen them. Granted, I haven't been all over the East Coast, so I don't know. But maybe just a West Coast thing. Maybe just a West Coast thing. Just says what's a restaurant? Wiener Schnitzel. The phrase is Arizona, Texas. Ooh. That's where I grew up, baby. Arizona's interesting because I think a lot of times I'm always interested to know what people consider Arizona, and also New Mexico, because a lot of times growing up in Arizona, even though I'm one state away from being on the coast, since the states are so big over here, sometimes people like if I've told people, oh yeah, like I'm West Coast, West Coast. They're like, you live in Arizona, that's not West Coast. And I'm like, I get it because I'm landlocked, so I can see somebody not calling that West Coast. Because I'm not on the coastline. But since the states are so small on the East Coast, we kind of openly refer to a lot of states that don't have beaches as East Coast states just because they're on the east side, They're east of the Midwest. And I feel like since I'm west of the Midwest, I always refer to myself as West Coast. But growing up in Arizona, Arizona gets a lot of things that typically California only gets. And so I grew up thinking that those things were just everywhere. Because I was like, it can't be exclusive to California because we have it, so it can't be a West Coast thing, so it must be just a everywhere thing. And I was wrong. A lot of those things were not everywhere things. They were California things that bled into Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas. Like In-N-Out Burger. I grew up just thinking that In-N-Out Burger, well, which it kind of is, was just kind of like an all-over West Coast thing. And maybe went deeper into the Midwest. I knew New York didn't have it, but I'm not exactly sure. I wasn't sure to the extent how many states did not have In-N-Out Burger. Good morning, Isidora. In-N-Out Burger is something else, man. The place is wild. I take In-N-Out Burger for granted, and I don't mean specifically quality. I just take for granted that In-N-Out Burger is a thing. Oh, thanks. I really appreciate you saying that, Isidora. I feel like garbage, so thanks. Nice to know it hasn't mirrored the outside yet. Yeah, I forget that that's not a normal thing. Like a thing that everybody has, so I do take it for granted. Also, something that I took for granted when going from Arizona to Los Angeles, specifically Los Angeles, not just California, but going to Los Angeles, is that Walmarts are not a thing. I took Walmarts for granted. I took for granted that if you just drive in a straight line in any direction, eventually you'll hit a Walmart, and that's just not true in Los Angeles. You'll drive, I'll tell you, but you will not find a Walmart here. You will find Targets though, which I'm not a fan of. So, I think a lot of times, like when you're growing up in a place, I've had a lot of people like come to me and say, "Oh, you've never heard of this place? Have you ever? Do you guys have this out here?" And I'm like, and then I have to tell them. I've had to do that to my roommate a few times because my roommates never lived anywhere but one state. And so they came here and they're like, "Do you guys have blank here?" And I'm like, "That's not even a thing. That's a thing specifically from your town. That's not even a thing like 100 miles outside of your town. You're asking about things that are not chains or franchises. You're asking if we have like David's like shrimp bucket. We don't have that. No one has that. There's two of them, and you've been to both. Anyways, yeah, I definitely grew up thinking everything was everywhere, and then realizing that a lot of weird restaurants would end up in Arizona, like Culver's would end up in Arizona, and Culver's is not that widespread of a thing. Or Habit would end up in Arizona, and Habit's not a very widespread thing. Um, Steak and Shake also in Arizona, which is not everywhere, but there are quite a few of them. But I remember that being in Arizona, and I just thought they were everywhere, and they are not. Steak and Shake, yeah. Walmart is just where people without face masks congregate. That's pretty good. Walmart's chill. It's more of like a field trip for me when I go to Walmart because I don't particularly like being in there, and oh, that's not necessarily true. I don't dislike being inside of Walmart. It's just I don't like having to drive so far to get to one. Um, sometimes I do go to Walmart. There's a few things that I almost will exclusively only buy at Walmart, like socks and I guess that's it. Yeah, I guess that's it. Wow. Anyways, this is I like Steak and Shake, but they take way too long. Do they? I don't remember. I've gone there a bunch of times, but I was always having a good time, so I don't remember how long I waited. In fact, one of my oldest Instagram posts is of me attending, is of me attending, is of me going to the first Steak and Shake in Arizona. My hair was a lot shorter, and so was my patience. Bodegas are great, but they cannot replace a Walmart. Don't need Walmart when you have a bodega. Okay. Oh no. No. Yeah. That's dope. Bodegas are dope. Bodegas are dope, but they're definitely not a replacement for a Walmart. But yeah, right. Like as far as like ethics and stuff like that, like support your local bodega before you support a Walmart. But there are very few things I've gone to a Walmart for that I could have gotten at a bodega. If I'm being 100% honest. There's a very specific bodega it's like where Brooklyn becomes Queens. It's like right on the line. There's a venue called Trans Pecos. And just like a couple of blocks down from there's this bodega, and it is like the dude in there remembers me somehow. I only go in there like twice a year. He always remembers me. Such a cool dude. I love that place. Amazing sandwiches. Always get the honey ham. Anyways, he's great. So is the shop. It's amazing. But to me, when I go to a bodega, it's for water, maybe a sandwich if they're a dope one, and that is it. And then when I go to Walmart, I go there for socks. Sometimes I'll get candles actually at Walmart. Candles, socks, essential oils for like my air diffuser, and like hygiene products and stuff like that, like shampoo and like body wash and stuff like that, face wash. That's the stuff I'm getting at a Walmart. I'm not going into a Walmart to get like a sleeve of peanuts or something like that. But I guess such a weird name for a convenience store. It sounds like I'm coming to a bar or a beach resort. Oh, that's funny. Like that TV screen. The dude in there remembers me somehow. Omni says, well, alright, nothing will apply to white. Hey, it's twice a year! Cyber, it's twice a year! Whoa, whoa, it's New York City, it's twice a year. He sees like trillions of people, I imagine. And it's in that area, they're all black. They all look like me. I don't know how he remembers me. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe that's how he greets everybody. Maybe he greets everybody going like, whoa, you're back. Where you been? Where you been? Maybe he says it to everybody. Oh, boy. Anyways, yeah, he's very great. When he dies, I'll be sad. Assuming that he beats me into the grave. Who knows, you know. Social Chameleon says, Happy Chrysler's Eve to Omni. Oh, thank you. Happy Eve to you as well. I hope you have a good one tomorrow and do great things, whether it's gifts or food or gifts that are food. I hope it's fun for you. They're really going hamburger out there. Anyways, yeah, bodegas are cool. Okay, so since we're on the topic of bodegas, hi, LOL user. Since we're on the subject of bodegas, there is this thing, right? Like, I am not ever going to posit that LA bodegas are as dope as New York bodegas, because it's just not true. It's not true, nor will it maybe ever be true. They're not as dope. I'm not gonna die on that hill. I'm running full speed away from that hill. However, they do exist. And I think a lot of people just think that they don't exist. I think a lot of people are like, oh, wow, Los Angeles, wow. You don't have those. I don't even think of West Coast bodegas as bodegas. It's weird, Liana, right? Because, okay, so, for example, Watts has bodegas. Compton has a few as well. My area also has a few, but there's like neighborhoods that have a few, and then there's neighborhoods that don't. There's neighborhoods that have 7-Elevens and then nothing, like grocery stores. That's it. And I think, if I'm being 100% honest, when I go into a bodega on the East Coast, it's because I would like a beverage, or would like to. It's almost always a beverage. I don't really buy a lot of like candy or snacks or anything, and not all of them make the sandwiches, but some of the bodegas make amazing sandwiches. Guys, amazing sandwiches. I know a lot of you have been to New York, so you don't need me to tell you this, but in California, you kind of have to go to a sandwich shop. You can't just go to like a corner store and get a delicious sandwich, and that's like fresh made. I'm not talking about some stupid packaged thing that's like in a refrigerated aisle or something. Like a good fresh sandwich. So dope. When I go into a West Coast bodega, usually it's just to support the people running the place. Like, usually I know that I can go into a different establishment and get a bottle of water or an Arizona tea for less money because there won't be a markup, but I'll pay the markup specifically to support whoever's running the business. For example, at the end of my street, there is a corner store, and it's ran by a woman that does not seem very fond of me, but I always pay the markup because I don't want her to go out of business. Because it feels like she might, you know? The place always feels like it's just a week away from closing, and the wave of gentrification is fast approaching, and I feel like her days are numbered, so I always like go in there and I buy stuff from her, but not really because I want it or need it. I used to go in there and buy candy cigarettes all the time. Now it's usually beverages. Every now and then I'll go in there and buy like a bottle of ketchup or a box of cereal. But, I mean, we both know I don't eat much cereal, so I'm not in there as much as I would like to be. There's a place in Berkeley called Easy Stop that makes dope big sandwiches. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. That's dope. I think that every establishment should have the resources and the skills to prepare a sandwich. Just feels like a very American thing. I've been using the term American a lot lately, guys. I've been using the term un-American a lot as kind of like a comedic backstop because there was a I'm not gonna get political history, but there was like a movement by I don't know some people I don't know I don't know some people there was a movement by people to um, stop teaching the atrocities that America has um, done, I suppose, over the years. To stop teaching it in schools because it's negative and it's making kids hate America, and that it is un-American. And I like the term un-American because it kind of can just be used as like a catch-all bad guy, like a catch-all bad guy adjective. Like if you want to like make somebody seem like a bad person, just call them like un-American, and people are like, oh, gross. And so I've been very liberal with my use of the term un-American lately. Just calling things un-American, calling food that I don't like un-American, calling smells that I'm not fond of un-American. Um, oh, that would be rough. No, there's smells that I don't like. There's smells that I don't like. That's most of the smells that people don't like. I'm very into. I think I talked about this recently in the stream, but my roommate hates the smell of cows. You know, cow. I mean, when I say cows, we all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about cow feces, really, not necessarily just the smell of the animal itself. But if you're driving through a field and there's a bunch of cows, they really hate that smell. And I like genuinely like that smell. It like does not bother me. It's weird. And it's not weird. It's not weird. But it doesn't bother me. It just makes me think of like an area. It makes me think of a very specific area. And there is like just smells like farm, smells like open air. I don't know. A lot in Arizona, a lot of the fields, once you get out into the fields and like the openness, it kind of just smells like that, especially at a certain time of year. And I don't know that I equate it with poop the same way I would if I smelled like dog poop. Like if I smell dog poop somewhere, that stuff smells like rank to me. But cow poop doesn't smell like that to me. It smells like general agriculture, I guess. It just smells like agriculture is happening. Whereas like cat poop does not smell like agriculture to me. It smells like, hey, what's up, Umbe? It smells like, you know, what it is. And so, I don't know if there's too many smells that are very offensive to me. The smell of fish kind of sucks. Raw or cooked, I just do not like the smell of fish. What about the smell of any crustacean? Not a fan. Not a fan. Not a fan. It's not so horrid that I'm like, ew, gross, I gotta get out of here. But if I smell it, it is kind of like, I will make a face and be like, this sucks. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of that. I also don't like the smell of fermented tofu. For any fermented tofu fans in the chat, that's a pretty big thing in the area that I live in. It's a pretty popular thing, especially for 626 Night Market. They have this big night market, and there's a stand that makes fermented tofu, and it is so pungent. It's not even that it's just an unpleasant smell to me. It's so strong and pervasive. It gets in your clothes. It gets in your hair, whether you eat it or not. Fermented tofu really it is something. And I'm not going to say it's not good food because, you know, culture is culture. And Lord knows my culture has some stinky food, so I'll keep my mouth shut on that. But I did date somebody who was really into fermented tofu. And it was very, very hard. It was very hard to be around her once she had ugh. Stuff is wild. How can something that is completely odorless become so stinky after it's fermented? Doesn't smell like anything. Tofu doesn't smell like anything. Then you ferment that crap and it just smells, well, it smells like crap. Alright, I'm gonna play like 3 more, and then we can start. Oh crap, now there's like, I'm at 11 o'clock. I'll still play 3 more, how about that? I'll make them signals ones, so they'll go by fast. Stinky tofu is my wife's favorite. I cannot stand it. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. You are a stronger person than I am. It smells right, straight up gym sock. Smells like straight up gym socks. All right, let's not knock the gym sock. Make a new version of love letters just called stress. Love letters does actually sound like stress, especially now in this new time signature. I feel like the 3/4 version of love letters sounds inherently more lovey and soft and sweet than the 5/4 version. This version sounds stressful to me, and the notes haven't changed. It's just a rhythm change. It sounds like hectic. Even when I add the melody, it still sounds hectic. I think that's going to be something that I mess around with a little bit more for some of my other songs. Changing the rhythm to see if it changes the feel. Because other than making things like goofy or more serious, like The Witchy, can be serious, but when I have the it makes it sound a little bit more goofy. But I want to know. I want to know if I can make things go from sounding very, very romantic to more stressful. I want to try to make my songs sound more stressful in general. More stressful songs. Captured all angles of love. Ay, ay, ay. Love is only stress. What are the other angles, Liana? Do I have any other stressful songs other than Chaser? Definitely not that. What is that from? Sorry, I just remembered something really awful. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna go over news. So I have tons of music out. Signals is out. It's jazzy. Tall Tales is out. It's pretty experimental. House of Omni is also out. It's a very collaborative piece of work. That's kind of like maybe the single from it is Embraced by me and Academy Garden. Then I have the Dream series. Nice Dream is like pop music. Love Dream is pop music with love songs mixed into it. And a narrative. There is a story to it. Speed Dream is just a flat out story with a lot of scoring and voice acting. Daydream is more orchestral with like a lot of fast percussive drum work. Lush Dream is very, very chill, laid back, beat oriented, lounge tunes. And then after that, we have Quick Breath and Ego Death. Quick Breath is more house R&B leaning focused, while Ego Death is more ambient. Those can all be found on Bandcamp, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, Amazon MP3, Tidal, Deezer, Pandora, Napster, and YouTube, which we're on right now. I have some stuff on YouTube, Quarantunes, music video remixes, you name it, it's probably there. Let's watch that for Christmas, says Cyber, talking about Liana and Love. I want to watch... I don't care, actually. I thought about it, and I don't care. I want to watch Cats. Wait, is that what you meant to say? Did you misspell Cats when you said Told in 5 Acts? I would like to watch Cats. Isn't that a Christmas movie? It doesn't really matter what we watch. I honestly do not care. As long as it's a movie. I'm trying to think. I'm like, as I'm saying this out loud, my brain is quickly scanning to see if there are movies that I don't like, because I don't want to like say, hey, I'll watch anything, and then somebody recommends something, and I'm like, I don't want to watch that. But I would like to laugh. If that's a thing, I would like to laugh. Yeah, Liana, thank you. There has to be some goof. That's the thing. I don't want to watch the serious movies on the stream. I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch a romance in the stream. I mean, you get, yeah. I mean, we can watch anything. I just know I can/will get bored and stop paying attention if we're gonna watch like Last Christmas or something. I don't want to watch that. You know what, Cyber? I was gonna recommend Turbo Man. I was literally it almost came out of my mouth. It almost came out of my mouth, but it didn't. There's something so cool that happens in Turbo Man that I love it. But I mean, sorry, not Turbo Man. Jingle All the Way. I genuinely like Arnold in a lot of his roles, and I like Sinbad, and we don't get enough of him anymore. So I'm down to watch that if people want to watch that. I'm also down to watch Cats if people want to watch that. Cats is gonna get watched. Even if I just watch it, I might just watch it by myself in the thing. I'll tell people in the Discord, I'm like, yo, if you want to watch Cats, I'm watching Cats right now. And if you want to watch it, you can. If you don't, whatever. But I am gonna watch Cats. No one can stop me, so that's that. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Let's go, says Umbe. I don't remember anything from that. Oh, also, I don't want to watch an Adam Sandler movie, and it doesn't mean I hate Adam Sandler. It doesn't mean anything. I just don't really want to watch an Adam Sandler movie in the stream. I will watch an Adam Sandler movie. It's not like I won't. I'm just saying I don't want to do it in the stream for reasons I'm not going to disclose. I think my favorite moment was the Japanese breakfast in 3 Ninjas. The Japanese breakfast was really dope. It was solid. It was very Japanese. I don't even really remember what it was. Wasn't it just like a bunch of lettuce? Wasn't it just a lot of lettuce and tomatoes? And then like dinner rolls? Nobody says, what did Adam do to you? Nothing. I'll watch an Adam Sandler movie. I'm just not going to watch them in the stream. I'm not going to watch them in the stream. I won't have a good time. There's a very specific group of people I need to watch Adam Sandler movies with. There are tomato slices and dinner rolls for sure. Yeah, that was wild. 3 Ninjas was cool. Yeah, that's all the news. Also, again, there's no stream tomorrow, guys. This is going to be the last time you guys are seeing me until Saturday, so enjoy your Friday. I will be on the Discord probably. I mean, I usually am. I'm just quiet. I'm quiet unless something's gone horribly wrong, and then I'm pretty loud. Um, but yeah, I'll be around. I would have played a Christmas song for you guys, but I don't want to. So here's Hush Hour. You can pretend that this is a Christmas song. Hey, what's up, Kid James? It sounds like Christmas, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. I'll play like a embellished, extended version of Hush Hour. Called like it's been way too long trying to think of like a Hush play on words for Christmas, and I didn't get it. Lush Hour is it Lush Hour? Hush Little Babies. I did not play 289. I can include it in this though. Cello. That's 289. 290 is the contrabass, baby. Yeah, I hope Crow's happy wherever they are. I love that. I love that. I love that episode. By the way, Leon. I love the episode where Arthur hits DW. There is so much. Wow, Arthur's so good at writing. The writers for Arthur are amazing. They built it up. They built up so much. That girl was so annoying for so long, constantly ruining Arthur's good times. And he finally got a dub. He immediately got in trouble. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their week. And their holidays. I probably will not be pushing, because I'm pushing back the Friday stream because of Christmas. I'm probably not going to do the same thing for New Year's, just letting you guys know. Because it's New Year's and all the stuff that I would normally be doing in New Year's isn't happening. Also, kind of fun, the last show I played was on New Year's. The earliest moments of 2020 I was spending at one of my shows. I played a show with Daedalus. So this will, in about a week, I'm going to mark the year of a full year with no performances, no live performances, which is interesting. It's very interesting. It'll have been a long time since that's happened. So that'll be a fun little anniversary, whatever. Anyways, thank you guys for being in the stream. Thank you, as always, for being respectful to me and polite to each other. I hope you have something cool planned for your holiday, and if you don't, I hope you enjoy yourself anyway. I don't have anything super cool planned, but hopefully I'll get a little bit of time away from work to, I don't know, play a video game or something. Maybe I'll play some Fall Guys. Maybe I'll play Just Cause or whatever. All right. I'll be back here on Saturday, guys. And I can't say exactly what time, actually. For anybody that is interested in that, be in the Discord. I'll say when in the Discord. But in general, don't worry too much about it. Just enjoy your holiday. But I'll see you guys back here sometime on Saturday. Abba.